What's good, Overwatch fans? It's Sunday, and we are live in Los Angeles to wrap up Week 2 of Stage 3 in the 2019 Overwatch League season. Welcome inside the Blizzard Arena. This is the Watchpoint Preshow presented by State Farm. I'm Malik Forte, joined as always by Zoe and Brent. And today, sitting in for Sideshow, we got Hexagrams. What's up, Hex?
Oh, I'm happy to be here with some of my favorite people and also Brent.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, you know,
it was coming.
The other day, I said, well, we couldn't get a bit of the extra budget to get somebody better than Mr. X. And I was about to say, well, at least today they fucked up the budget. But no, apparently not. You're just gonna come at me straight for the gullet. All right, okay.
Yo, Brent, you can't get along with anybody who sits to your left, can you?
I was about to say, it's an issue. He's
I was gonna get along with him. I was gonna
like...
compliment him.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Hurt his feelings so early, guys.
Wholesome desk.
So wholesome, not toxic at all. There's nowhere else you should be on a Sunday than right here with us. Ain't that right, guys? Well, we'll take a special look at our match of the week between the San Francisco Shock and the Seoul Dynasty. Can the Shock rebound from their loss to Houston? Plus, happy Father's Day, everyone. We've got a very special celebration featuring our insider, Mika Burton, her father, LeVar, and some special guests. And as we do on Sundays, we'll take you through all the best moments for the week in Emo Control. When the action gets going on stage, you'll see the Gladiators close out the week against the Washington Justice. Also, Philadelphia takes on Boston, and the Florida Mayhem will battle the Paris Eternal. And we're kicking off the day strong with our match of the week. The San Francisco Shock hadn't lost since the Stage 1 finals before they dropped a 5-map match to Houston on Thursday. Today, they'll play a Seoul Dynasty squad that has started 3 different lineups in their Stage 3 matches and won all of them. For the Shock, Brent, what do you expect from them coming off their first loss in 12 matches?
Well, they need to come out swinging, that's for sure. Because right now, in the current state, it hasn't been good. The last match against a couple of these teams has been quite iffy. The Houston Outlaws match in particular, they really did struggle as well. As you can see that statistic down there, against the Sombra in particular. This is unusual. You know, the San Francisco Shock previously, whenever they've played against these Sombra favored teams, like Shanghai Dragons, usually they've been okay. But for whatever reason, they haven't been feeling it as much. And it is very unusual. But the match today, they need to win because Seoul Dynasty, this is really going to be their proving ground. It's probably going to be their most difficult match in Stage 3. If they win it today, this is going to be very good for them. It shows that they're actually still capable of being a top team right now. But if they lose today against the Seoul Dynasty, we need to start questioning where we're placing them in terms of the ranking. So a very big match today for the Shock, and they want to be taking it.
It's crazy that we're saying that the San Francisco Shock need to prove themselves after what they did last stage.
Yeah.
It's wild. Now, the Dynasty haven't lost a map yet this stage, but they have a quick turnaround after playing Atlanta yesterday. So how well prepared do you expect Seoul to be today, Zoe?
Yeah, this is the true test, right? When we have teams playing those back-to-back matches and they don't really have an overlapping map pool, it gets a little bit tricky. So I do wonder how they actually went about it in terms of their preparation. As I said, not really many maps will be overlapping. The only thing they played against Atlanta yesterday was Volskaya Industry. Overall, also the Shock and Atlanta, 2 very different teams when we're looking at the kind of play style they're having. Shock, fast-paced and aggressive. Atlanta, actually more on the slow side, a little bit more in a passive ballpark. However, they can turn it up as well and play a little bit faster. So it is yet to be seen how Seoul managed to have that quick turnabout prepared for. That's all on the coaching staff, really.
Yeah.
And also, Seoul does have 12 players, meaning they can field 2 different rosters. We've seen team in the past trying to, have one team prepare for one team and the other for the next team they're facing off. Maybe that's what they did. We don't know.
I think it's actually pretty easy to prepare for San Francisco, though, if you're Seoul. San Francisco runs the same thing every time, and why wouldn't you when you've got a dynamite fastball? No need to go with a curveball there.
Right.
But I think Seoul doesn't just have 2 different rosters. They've got about 45 different rosters. It's got to be a nightmare to try to prepare for this team. Look at all the playtime. The only 2 with very low playtime are Alyssa and Highly. Oh, just added to the roster. 1,000% win rate, by the way. But how do you prepare for this team? Because it's not just an A team or B team anymore. They've been mixing it up a lot with different iterations. This is the one they're going to throw out in today, but this is the one they ran most recently, so perhaps you could prepare for this. But how strong do you feel you could prepare for just one lineup with Seoul? It's got to be a nightmare, even for a coach that San Francisco has.
Yeah, very interested to see if Zomba has another crazy match. Zumba was popping off that last one yesterday. But guys, it's a very special day here at the Blizzard Arena as players and fans alike share a day of Overwatch with their dads on Father's Day. A father's love can go a long way to helping people realize their dreams. And we want to take a moment today to thank all the dads who have supported the players, the fans, our production crew, and us broadcasters. Our insider, Mika Burton's father, LeVar, is renowned for his roles in Star Trek, Roots, Reading Rainbow, and much more. But as we see here, his greatest achievement may have come as a loving father.
Mika as a child.
Was an angel. The end. Next question.
As a dad, I exist for my child to make fun of me.
Oh no.
And now here's my opportunity
Don't do it.
for payback. Actually, you were a good child. Smart, inquisitive, mouthy. Mika's hobbies,
We started with piano, went to violin,
oh my God, all the
ballet,
piano,
taekwondo.
right,
But
right,
then
right,
I
right,
actually
right.
kept up with horseback riding and
Horseback
archery.
riding, archery. So much money. So much money. Even then, you were training for a career as a superhero. And cosplay.
Yeah.
You started making your own costumes. Mika never liked Star Trek. I think she's seen maybe 2 episodes.
I have.
And one was an intervention by your friend.
They made me watch the Robin Hood episode and you were in tights.
I love that when you were growing up, gaming was something that we did together.
If I didn't play those games, I wouldn't be here, so.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Right? So does that mean that all the times you told me to go to bed and stop playing video games and I continued anyway are like retroactively forgiven?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No. Why would you say that?
Because you were proud of me.
Yeah, but you disobeyed your father.
I know, but you're proud of me because
but I'm-
I turned that into a career.
I'm proud of you now, not retroactive.
I'm down here with the entire emotional San Francisco shock.
We are surrounded by so many incredible fans, thousands of passionate people expressing their love for these teams.
Enjoy. And that's all we have down here. Summer and Hex, back to you.
You followed your passion. I really enjoy your success. I know how much you want it. I know how hard you work for it. I know what it means to you, because I know what it means to me. And I could not be more proud as a father than I am of you. You're all right, kiddo. You don't suck.
You can't steal Will Wheaton's line. That's what he says to me every time he sees me.
That's where I got it from.
I'm done. I'm done with being gross and sappy. You never played Overwatch.
I've never played Overwatch.
So we're going to play some Overwatch. Battling to the death.
Can't wait.
Yeah, right?
I'm in.
Bloodsport.
Let's go.
Oh, some heartwarming stuff right there. We'll continue our Father's Day celebration in just a bit with one-of-a-kind match featuring Mika, her father, and some special guests. That's next on the Watchpoint Pre-Show.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile, now connecting 99% of Overwatch League fans. Catch your league on America's network, T-Mobile.
The grand finals are coming to Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Center on September 29th. Get your tickets now for the biggest Overwatch event in the world this year. Head to overwatchleague.com. Speaking of Philadelphia, the Fusion and their opponent today, Boston, have a combined 0 wins in Stage 3. The Uprising have lost 4 straight, including a shutout loss to London's Spitfire earlier this week. Meanwhile, the Fusion haven't won since April 19th, but their loss to the Gladiators was closer than it looked on paper. Do you expect Philly to keep improving today against Boston, bro?
Yes, and I hope they do, honestly, as well, because Philly have had an issue in the past where I think that sometimes they can lose some matches that they should have won in the past. But, I mean, to refer back to the Gladiators match that we saw as well, it was closer than it seemed. And I'm talking about the scoreline itself. Despite the fact that it was very one-sided between these two teams, it was, as well, a close match against Gladiators, a team that we consider to be potentially the 4th best in the league so far. So it's interesting to see as well how that plays out and how it's going to play out in the future. But in particular, one of the things they've been doing very well, as you can see here from the scoreline, you can see it was pretty not one-sided. I mean, Volskaya Industry went the distance. Eichenwald, very winnable. Dorado, very winnable maps. Oasis, the only one that really went the one way to the Los Angeles Gladiators. And part of the reason is this: the Philadelphia Fusion have been running a lot more DPS compositions, playing to their strengths a lot more. EQO on the Fara in particular, this guy is absolutely nuts. I think he's one of the best Western DPS players currently that we have, if not the best. And we haven't really seen it that much, obviously. We've been seeing the GOATS meta, the 3-3 meta game so much that he hasn't really... I guess people have just forgotten, what this guy's capable of. But his Farah is phenomenal, and he brings a whole variety of other heroes as well. But just in general, I think sticking to their strengths is something that we've seen from the Houston Outlaws, and they've been seeing success with it. Philadelphia Fusion, I've got high hopes for them as well.
Yeah, I want to take a look at the tank battle here, actually, between those two teams. Both main tanks haven't had a greatest of all times, to be perfectly honest with you, in this very stage. There have been a lot of first deaths on both sides for Sado as well as Fusions. So let's take a look at how that impacted their teams. On the side of Sado, his first death percentage, 17.6%. And now their win rate after that first death of just Sado, not the entire team, is 11%. Now on the other side, Fusions, a 15% first death rate and a 0 win rate after that. And that's rough. Having absolutely no chance of winning a team fight when you're short-handed, when your main tank goes down, that is a clear sign of something not quite working for them. They need to work on their crisis management. Their communication needs to somewhat improve. And also, Fusions, of course, shouldn't be picked off first, which has been an issue in the last few games. So I very much hope they can somewhat prevent it this time around.
Right.
The tank line is one of many problems right now for the Boston Uprising. For me, it's that support line that has been completely in flux the last several times you play. You talk about first deaths. Well, Persia is king of first deaths lately. And now they're going to have to play against a Philadelphia team that has integrated a Sombra into the mix, and he got rocked by Sombra. You can't lose your flex support first and expect to win a fight, because yes, tank support and Zarya is important, but Discord is how you end up killing things. And that Rhine will die all the time without a healing orb on him. You need that up because the other Rhine will have it. You simply lose your advantage. There's no Discord orb to try to take down the opposing Rhine. This support line is in flux. I don't know why they're not playing Aim God, but he's probably their best player, and it's been really strange to see. And until they sort that out, Fusions will continue to die and they will continue to lose team fights.
Oof, well, hopefully they figure it out. I don't like seeing my man Fusions left out there to dry. But guys, getting back to Father's Day, the Uprising joined several other teams in sending some dad love out on social media today. We showed you a moving interview earlier with Mika Burton and her father LeVar. Now, it's time to watch them have some fun playing Overwatch. Here now is part 2 of Watchpoint's special Father's Day celebration.
I have brought some friends here to help you learn how to play Overwatch. Friends over there. And friend right here. This is Johnny.
Hi.
Reinforced.
Jonathan, nice to meet
Jonathan,
you.
Reinforced tall man.
I'll teach you some Overwatch today. I'll be your coach.
Would you please?
So first of all, before we get into the game, do you have a nickname?
Kunta, K-U-N-T-A.
Press the start button. So if you just hold down the right click, left click, that punches you upwards.
I like punching things into space.
Johnny was a pro Reinhardt player. So if you want the best Reinhardt tips, you might want to pick Reinhardt.
And he's a giant German tank with a big rocket hammer.
Jawohl.
Jawohl. Jawohl. So Q, and left shift, and up.
That was awesome.
We're going to take it to the point, capture it, and defeat our enemies. Let's jump into the game.
Just follow us.
Get him!
Get him!
Okay, so we just have to defend right where we are.
Defend it. Defend the point.
Oh, I got.
See if we can defeat them. Oh!
Oh no! 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 What happened?
You fell off the point. Nice.
Ah! Yes!
Right behind you. Up top.
no.
Up top of a crate. No!
I was eliminated by Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Who's Ben? Where's Ben?
I brought you back to life, Dad.
Oh, you did?
I brought you back to life.
Oh, yay.
Keep swinging. Keep swinging.
And now Ben eliminates me.
It's Ben. Ben is out to get you.
There we go! You're having a good time?
This is awesome.
That's it. That's it.
We win the game!
Yay!
You guys carried me.
No, at all.
No.
Of course, after every game,
Yeah?
you have to thank your opponent.
Yes? Ben! Hi. Good to see you.
Surprise. This was my Father's Day gift to you.
This is it? I don't get a
was
tie?
it. No tie. Your gift was Johnny. Thank you for
I appreciate
coming
you.
out.
Thank you for bringing me into your world.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you.
From all of us here at the Overwatch League to all you great dads out there, we just want to say thank you, we love you, and happy Father's Day. What an epic moment with Mika and her father there, and we've got more great moments to come when we return with this week's edition of Emo Control. That's next on the Watchpoint pre-show presented by State Farm.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
Running into bullets. Thrown in there by Linkser. Jake still applying the pressure from on high as well. And this is going to be Houston Outlaws really trying to crank it up as Linkser once again gets to show us what he's capable of with a mechanical hero. Finland's gift to Esports strikes again!
Now he has the shatter. No one would expect that.
No one would expect
the shatter right now.
Nobody expects the shadow from behind. There it is again. Popo down already. Babyface soon to follow, and you'll take that every time, man. Hard being brought up at the moment. Just flying a little bit of space. Open sleep dart!
All you need is J-Hawk.
Oh boy. Now just gonna be looking for him. Armor pack coming through with the pin there from Marvel. They take him down. J-Hawk. There's another one. Now Rio taking a nap.
Who needs trance for Sombra when you've got sleep?
Time now is going to take down faster and faster, but Ochi maybe extend the limit too fast. Shadow from Raw. It is big. It is just what the doctor ordered. And the Dallas Fuel need to have one on speed dial right now because they are hurt.
This one is on a razor's edge here, but the sustain up front from Paris still looking good. Gray with the switch.
Oh, Gray with the clutch. Headshot on Ivy too. God goes down.
It's time now for the most emo-worthy moments of the week. It's Emo Control, presented by State Farm. First up, Jinmu is always satisfying our appetite for damage-dealing heroes this season. Here he is with a sweet Doomfist 4K on Dorado against the Dallas Fuel. The Hunters sealed a much-needed win by winning this map moments later. What you guys got for me?
I got a oh yeah. Oh,
Ready?
me and you both. There you go.
We play against
There you
Doomfist too often.
Exactly.
Solidarity, I love it.
The stuns, the hacks as well. I can just tell what the comms were probably like with Dallas Fuel when this was going on.
Okay,
Oh boy.
okay, both of them very positive here. I'm just happy to see Doomfist. Can we just take a second and be happy and appreciative of seeing anything but goats?
I feel you, all right.
He's fun to watch, not fun to play against.
Up next, Slime had a little slip-up yesterday during walkouts. I'm pretty sure Hoxel gave him the old flat tire. Either way, Slime has to go back for his shoe. Never a great look. His teammates are very amused. What do you guys have for me?
I'm just confused. I don't know how this happens.
Just wear 2 shoes, forehead. Just wear 2 shoes.
People always walking out of their shoes here at the Overwatch. What is that?
That's awful.
Feel free. All right, keep it moving. No one likes to lose, but we learned on Friday that the Uprising's Fusion hates it. The Boston main taking his frustrations out on the desk here after London dropped the 4-0 on the Uprising. Guys, how do you feel about this one? This one hurts to watch, to be honest.
I love it, actually. I love it. First of all, I love it because he did it against the Houston Outlaws. And the other actual slam we saw on the desk was from Houston Outlaws, Jake.
Yeah.
So now the other side got it. And I think it was powerful stuff.
This was,
I like emotions.
Houston's reaction when he started walking towards him.
This was
Oh, boy.
Fusion's the moment before he slammed the desk. He had his head in his hands a lot during that match.
It's like, keep me alive, keep me alive.
Wasn't happening.
All right, guys, here's Finzi's Diva falling victim to a sick Primal Rage from Mono. The NYXL main tank wins the aerial battle here, gets the environmental kill, then calmly lands safely back on the ledge. This is maximum style points for me, but what is it for you guys?
Oh yeah, this is the baby poggers for sure. That's some good stuff right there. Oof, you love to see it. You don't really see too much of it these days, but you know.
Praise Mono. He's been my MVP candidate forever, and if you're still voting for other people, you're doing it wrong. He carries that squad.
If someone kills me like that, I secretly just hope that they also die in the process, but he didn't, so why?
He got back to the ledge, I know. All right, last one. We saw Fusions was really mad after losing to London, but the Spitfire's main tank felt a different type of way. Gesture with the shoot dance here to celebrate. Who doesn't love this, yo? Gesture's just always showing he's a part of the culture. What about you guys? What do you think?
I don't know. I think that's class. I love gesture. You guys, that's like an old man reaction right there.
Oh yeah, because I'm an old man. This is the right reaction. I'm like, what was that? What is that? I don't understand the dance moves of today. Give me the electric slide, the Roger Rabbit. Let's kick it old school.
We're going to get you on the shoot dance, man. But guys, that does it for State Farm's Emo Control this week. Coming up, we are fast approaching our match of the week between the San Francisco Shock and the Seoul Dynasty. Who wins in the end? We've got that and all of our predictions next on the Watchpoint Pre-Show presented by State Farm.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League. Last month, the San Francisco Shock fulfilled their promise by defeating the Vancouver Titans to become the Stage 2 champions.
That's gonna be it, and the Shock have done it!
They're led by young superstar duo Super and Sinatra, and bolstered by some of the best in the league.
The Spark will succeed!
Seoul does not look too pleased.
The Seoul Dynasty fell short of their own expectations last season by missing the playoffs, but they've looked strong in 2019. The resurgence of their veteran leaders Ryu Jae-hong and Toby have played a big part, while their new additions have also made their mark.
We think we can beat anyone, so it doesn't really matter.
Today, it's a Pacific Division battle with playoff positioning at stake. Super and Sinatra versus Ryu Jae-hong and Toby.
There's so many superstar players on both of these teams. It's guaranteed to be fantastic.
Shock, Dynasty, Match of the Week.
Check out the San Francisco Shock, our Stage 2 champions, the only people to accomplish a golden stage. Today, they're going to try to derail the Seoul Dynasty's train to a golden stage in just a bit. Now, here are your predictions for the final day of week 2. All 3 analysts think the Shock get back on track in our match of the week. They also have Paris taking out Florida and the Gladiators beating Washington. But Bryn is going with Boston over Philly. Bryn, backing up in 30 seconds against Hex. Go.
After you.
I will always take a Philadelphia team over a Boston team, especially when it comes to Super Bowls. But the legit point is that the Boston support line looks really bad, and I think Philadelphia is going to exploit it since they've run Sombra lately. It's as simple as that.
You're actually going to give me 15 seconds.
I am. I don't cheat.
When we faced off, I've often talked over you and everything else, you know. Just like to take a moment to apologize and say that I'm going to win this one. The argument, I don't know about this game, is pretty much 50-50 in my mind, to be honest. But it all depends as well, like you said, on Boston running the support line. If they run Ain't God, I feel like it should be an easy win.
All right, there it is, guys. That does it for the Watchpoint pre-show presented by State Farm. We're going to see you guys at halftime. Happy Father's Day once again, and enjoy the matches.